In this video, I'm going to be going over the top 5 credit cards for college students. If you're starting college this year or you're already in college and you're looking for a good credit card, then these are some of the best ones in the game today. Also, congratulations! Because 1, you have decided to take an interest in finances and learning about finances early on, and 2, because this is a big step in your life and a little taste of the real world. In this video, we're going to be covering the sign-up bonus, earnings, benefits, annual fees, and my conclusions. So let's get right into it. Starting off at number 5 is the Capital One Saver One credit card. Now with this card, you get a $200 welcome bonus when you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months of account opening. In terms of earnings, with the Capital One Saver One credit card, you get 3% cash back on dining and groceries. This does unfortunately exclude Walmart and Target. You get 3% back on entertainment and other popular streaming services, 1% cash back on everything else. And here is what really sets this card apart. The Capital One Saver One credit card gives you 10% back on Uber and Uber Eats. 10%. This is amazing. You really can't beat that, especially if you're a college student and you know you're gonna be eating out a lot or you're gonna be taking a lot of Ubers. You guys, Uber did not even exist when I was in college, but if it did, I assure you I would have used it a lot. Benefits. On top of the 10% cash back from Uber and Uber Eats, you get complimentary Uber One membership through November 2024. As a college student, if you're ordering a lot of things on Amazon, you can use your rewards to buy things from Amazon. You can also redeem your rewards through PayPal. And just some other additional things, especially if you're traveling, there are no foreign transaction fees. You get travel accident insurance, 24/7 concierge service and travel assistance, and you get the Capital One price match. There is no annual fee, so that is a huge plus. So you are getting all of these benefits plus a $200 sign-on bonus when you sign up. In conclusion, I think this is a great card if you're planning on spending a lot of money on groceries, dining, on Ubers, on Uber Eats, maybe especially if you're not living in one of the college dorms, but instead you're living in an apartment nearby campus or on campus, and you're responsible for your own food. You know you're going to be spending money on food and groceries, so you really can't compete with that 10% Uber cashback. This is a great way to start accumulating some rewards and points, especially maybe down the line if you want to start doing some traveling, and you can use those points towards traveling, along with many other things. Number 4 is the Capital One Quicksilver credit card. Now if you're a beginner and you're wanting to start off with your first, maybe your second credit card, then this is a great one. The card comes with a $200 bonus just for signing up after you spend $1,000 in the first 3 months from account opening. Earnings, this one is super simple. It's just 1.5% cash back on every single dollar spent. In terms of benefits, now because this is a super beginner friendly credit card, there aren't a ton of bells and whistles, but the one that does stand out is that there are no foreign transaction fees. And honestly, when you're in college, the simplicity of it might be what you want, especially if you're just starting off. So when and if you are traveling outside of the country, or maybe you are a foreign exchange student, you do not need to worry about spending money on these transaction fees. In terms of annual fee, it's expected, but there is no annual fee, so you pay nothing, so why not? In conclusion, again, if you are just looking to get your feet wet, you kind of want a beginner credit card, maybe you just even graduated and you're looking to start building up your credit, this is a great option that you really can't go wrong with. The point of this card is to get your foot in the door and start getting used to using a credit card and managing your money properly, and then possibly moving on when you have a handle on things. Credit card number 3 is the Bank of America Customized Cash Rewards credit card. With the Bank of America credit card, you get a $200 sign-up bonus when you spend $1,000 in your first 3 months of signing up. Earnings. This is where this credit card is unique. You get 3% cash back in the category of your choice. So you pick which category you want the cash back based on your spending habits. So that includes things like gas, dining, online shopping, travel, drugstores, home improvements and furnishings. Think about it. Home Goods, Home Depot, you trying to furnish your college apartment? And the best part is you can change your category preference once a month. You get 2% cash back at grocery stores and wholesale clubs on the first $2,500 in combined choice category, grocery stores or wholesale club purchases each quarter. And you get 1% cash back on all other purchases. Benefits. Now again, this card does not really come with all the bells bells and whistles, but the thing that really stands out about this card, and in my opinion, the biggest and best benefit is that you can choose the category in which you want that 3% cash back in. And the fact that you can change that category once a month. So if you know next month you're gonna be taking a road trip with your college buddies, then you can change your 3% cash back to the gas category to get more money back, because you know you'll be spending a lot of money on gas that month. There's also no limit as to how much cash back you can get, and your rewards also do not expire. Annual fee as expected, there is no annual fee for this card. In conclusion, if you're a college student and you know you're going to be spending money on gas, groceries, dining out, online shopping, then you can get 3% cash back, and this is a pretty sweet deal. This is also a very beginner-friendly card, so a great card to go and get your feet wet to start learning about how to manage your money. If you are getting any value from this video at all, please go ahead and hit that red subscribe button. It would really mean a lot to me, and also you'll be notified anytime I upload similar videos. Credit card number 2. We, my friends, are getting into some heavy hitters now. Number 2 is one of my favorites, and I can't stop talking about it in all my credit card related videos on this channel, but number 2 is the Bilt MasterCard. MasterCard is one of the newest credit cards on the market. It just came out last year in 2022, and people cannot stop raving about it, and for good reason, which I'm gonna get into in 1 second. Sign up bonus. The sign up bonus for this card, well, there is no sign-up bonus. I know I just said that this card is amazing, but just bear with me here. I promise this card is really good. But I really do hope Bilt changes this down the line and they do add a sign-up bonus. I think that would be incredible. Anyway, in terms of earnings, you get 3x back on dining, 2x points on travel, and 1x on every dollar you spend on rent. Yes, you heard me correctly, rent. If you're just starting off in this whole field and you're just starting off in college, then you may not know that most credit cards will never, have never, do not let you pay rent through a credit card. I'm gonna get more into this in 1 second, but let me just say some other important things first. So get this, you get 1x back on every dollar spent on rent, and on rent day, aka the first of every month, your points get doubled for everything except the rent. So that means you get 6x points on dining, 4x on travel, 2x on everything else besides rent. So go out to eat on the first of the month every month with this card, and you will be racking up points really fast. Benefits. Okay, let's get into the benefits, because I know you're probably like, what? Rent? How does that even work? The rent portion is really what sets this card apart, because as I said, most management companies or landlord, 1, won't let you pay with a credit card, and 2, even if you do, you will rack up a huge transaction fee for paying rent with your credit card, and the credit card won't give you points for that transaction, so it's a waste. So your rent is probably your largest monthly expense. Especially if you're out living in the big city, you could be spending anywhere from like $2,000 to $4,000 a month. So if you're not living in the college dorms, but you have an apartment on or off campus instead, then this credit card is just a complete no-brainer for you. Now you might be thinking, well, my landlord or management company won't allow me to use a credit card. They will only accept a check or Venmo or whatever. Do not worry, because Bilt has already thought about this and they have you covered. They will actually cut a check for you on your behalf and send it to your management company. And keep in mind, Bilt has partnered with majority of the management companies out there today. So this aspect of it is already taken care of. Oh, and did I mention that you do not have to pay a transaction fee for this either? So depending on how much your monthly rent is, this could really rack on a few thousand points every single month for you. And a few thousand points a month can really go a long way. It can, 1, help you to pay off some of your credit card bill, or 2, you can save those points and travel for free. You can book free hotels, free flights, free experiences with these points. And you can have the time of your life with your college buddies. Bilt does have their own currency, just like how American Express has membership rewards, Chase has Chase Ultimate Rewards, Bilt has Bilt points, and these points can be transferred to various travel partners. And I'm talking Emirates, Hyatt, Hawaiian Airlines, and the biggest one is American Airlines. And why is this such a big deal? Because no other credit card on the market today lets you transfer points to American Airlines. So that in itself is a huge win. Some other benefits. If your cell phone gets stolen or damaged, which is a very high probability in college, Bilt will cover up to $800 per claim, and you can file 2 claims within 12 months. If you take 3 Lyft rides and within 1 calendar month, you will get a $5 Lyft credit, Then they have a bunch of travel related benefits, which I'm gonna go through quickly here, but another benefit is that if you book your travel through the Bilt credit card portal, your points will be worth 1.25 times more. Bilt offers up to $5,000 in reimbursement for a non-refundable passenger fare if your trip is interrupted or canceled for a covered reason if you book the trip with your Bilt MasterCard. If your flight gets delayed 6 or more hours, Bilt will reimburse you up to $200 for up to 3 days. There are no foreign transaction fees, so when you're out in Paris enjoying your croissant and coffee, you can keep spending without worrying about racking up fees, or if you are studying abroad, you do not have to worry about these transaction fees. You also get auto rental damage collision waiver for when you rent a car. Annual fees. Now, this card is pretty incredible. You would think that a card with so many benefits and so much potential, a card that just gives, and gives, would probably have a fee of $100 or more, right? Wrong. This credit card is free. There is no annual fee. So don't sleep on this, run. Especially if you're paying rent. In conclusion, this credit card is best for you if, one, again, you're paying rent, you're living off of campus, maybe in an apartment or something. You can really rack up some heavy points with that. So if you know you'll be eating out a lot, the 3x points on everything really adds up quickly. And also if you're looking to do some travel either now or maybe in the future, then this is actually one of the best premium travel credit cards out there with a 0 annual fee on the market today. Credit card number 1 is the Chase Freedom Flex. How could I have this video without a Chase card? Now, if you really want to be an all-star and get a head start on your finances and with building up your credit and getting into the overall Chase ecosystem, then you need to get the Chase Freedom Flex. Chase gives you $200 cash back when you sign up after you spend $500 in the first 3 months. In terms of earnings, you get 5% cash back on up to $1,500 in combined categories like gas stations, grocery stores, and select online merchants that you can activate each quarter. You get 5% cash back on every $1 spent on travel booked through the Chase Ultimate Rewards portal, 3% cash back on dining at restaurants including takeout and eligible delivery services, 3% cash back on drugstore purchases, and 1% cash back on all other purchases. Benefits: you get auto rental collision damage waiver, trip cancellation and interruption insurance, travel and emergency assistance services, you get free credit score and identity restoration fraud monitoring, you get cell phone protection, so you'll get $800 per claim and $1,000 per year in cell phone protection against theft or damage for phones listed on your monthly cell bill. You get purchase protection, which covers your new purchases for 120 days against damage or theft up to $500 per claim and $50,000 per account. So if you have anything expensive, this will cover it. And there is no annual fee, which for a great credit card like this is a great perk. In conclusion, this is a great credit card to get started off with and to get into the Chase ecosystem, especially because there is no annual fee and you get 5% cash back on things like travel, which is pretty competitive. If you're going to be doing things like going out to eat, ordering through various food delivery apps, going to the grocery store, going to CVS, Walgreens, traveling, then this is a no-brainer option for you. It's a great way to get into the Chase ecosystem and start building up your credit so you can maybe explore more or other Chase credit card options down the line when you're ready. Now, I do want to add that just because you're getting a taste of adulting and you're getting a credit card, that does not mean that you should just go ahead and spend recklessly. There are actually some major credit card mistakes that you should avoid at all costs, and that's exactly what I go over in this video here. So I highly suggest you check that out next. I'll catch you in the next video.